Hi, this is Royce Gracie, and you're listening to the Inside BJJ podcast.
This is Kurt Oceaner. This is Inside BJJ podcast. This is Lord Irvin, and this is the Inside BJJ podcast.
Nobody liked that one. What is up? Welcome to episode 369. 369. Does that have any significant numerology meaning?
I'm so fine.
Yeah. It's great to be back on the Inside BJJ podcast. Joined in the studio with producer Andrew. What's going on, Andrew?
Hello.
Omar.
Hey.
Back again. Omar's been 2 in a row now.
Tuesdays.
He's
Back to back.
He's right there, man.
We're diversifying.
Diversifying. Yeah, I got to make sure I have all the different ethnicity bases covered.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matt.
Equity and inclusion, y'all.
Yeah. There's already 2 of us, Matt. You got to go. Sorry. No, Matt's training for, so I called him. I sent a text out, I don't know, a couple days ago to Andrew and to Matt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, let's get the show on Friday night. Like, let's get set up at 8, like prep time at 8, and we'll start at 9. And Matt doesn't respond at all. And the next day, Andrew goes, hey guys, I'm getting the agenda together. Like, send me if you got notes or whatever.
Yeah, anything.
Nothing, man. Crickets from Matt.
Ghost Town.
Nothing. Like any other time, it would be like 18 advertisements that he would have had loaded up, like fired off your way. Mm-hmm. So I called him, and he didn't answer, and he called me back this morning. And I'm like, hey, dude, can you do the show tonight? And he's like, no, I got a sparring session going on. I got a fight coming up.
Oh.
He's got a fight coming up. Apparently, he took a fight. And so I asked him, I'm like, well, who are you fighting? Who's the guy? And he's like, I can't even remember his name. He was real casual about it. Just like, he was trying to sound out a name.
How's he not going to remember who he's fighting?
Because that's how worthless he is.
If it was anybody else, I would think it was a put on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because it's him, kind of like, he probably doesn't remember the guy's name.
All Big MF knows is kicking ass.
Yeah, he's just going to show up.
Yeah,
he's going to show up.
He doesn't need a name.
To stomp somebody a new asshole.
Right.
Don Fry style.
Damn right.
Yeah. Speaking of Don Fry, I was watching Pride highlights on
nice.
Fight Pass, and they have a bit where they have like the biggest knockouts in Pride or whatever, and one of the fights is or the greatest fights or something. It's Don Fry. Mm-hmm. Who was the Japanese dude he was fighting?
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about?
They're just going back and forth.
They're going back and forth. Like, dude, at first you're almost like, is this fake? But they're like, they're fucking each other up.
Yoshihiro Takayama.
Oh my God, what a fight.
Takayama's
What a
a
great
monster.
What a fight.
Just back and forth.
Just beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, Takayama's a big motherfucker, too. Well, not that Don Fry isn't, but Takayama's huge.
Yeah, I mean, Don Fry, like, I met Don Fry in San Jose one time. His hand is like the size of my MacBook.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? You go to shake his hand, you're just like, oh my God.
I heard that's the thing about athletes is that they have big hands.
A lot of them do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Mine are huge.
Yeah.
Natural athlete.
Yeah,
Speaking
where's
of-
that sound effect now? Hey.
Yeah, nobody like that. If you know, you know. Speaking of extremities, how's your elbow doing?
Oh, man.
A little spicy?
It's crunched. I fucking crushed it up. I don't know. I guzzed it out. It's all guzzed up.
Guzzed.
It's all guzzed out, dog.
When'd you do that?
On Sunday, I did competition class. So I was like, I'm not going to do comp class because it's fucking hard.
Yeah.
And it's hard to do that and
Participate,
then
you mean?
Yeah, to participate.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that and do Sunday open mat. Out here in Nashville, we have this big open mat, this no-gi open mat, and it's the only one on Sunday that's no-gi. So we get a lot of people come from other schools, and it's always real good training.
Yeah.
It's a great time.
Love open mat.
I love Sunday Holy Rollers.
Yeah.
We call it Holy Rollers. We do it out in Stockton. It's called Holy Rollers, and we do it back here. Same thing. And it's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite days to train.
It's the Sabbath.
It 100%, right?
It's church for all of us.
Yeah, right. But for sure. So we come to competition class, and there was an odd man. And it's like, it sucks when you're trying to do comp training and there's an extra dude. And you're like, yeah, just cycle in. And I just said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to be your partner. So I got roped into doing the entire class, right? And then by the time open mat rolled around, I was warm. I felt good. I'm like, hey, let's train.
Yeah.
And then I ended up training like all the way till the last roll, which was stupid, you know. But I felt good, and I was like, I feel good. I'm going to keep training.
Yeah.
I got home, and I was like, oh, my arm feels weird. And my arm literally went crunch, crunch, like, ooh. And then I'm like, okay, it feels okay. And the next day I can't straighten it out. I don't remember anybody crunching my arm up, but
It was just wear and tear.
yeah, this happened one time before, and it kind of worked itself out. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Nothing.
Wait for it to work itself out.
Yeah, that's exactly what you'll fucking do, and you'll try to roll and not injured in the process.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well,
Put the pain somewhere else.
yeah, which is what I tried to do on Thursday with this rib, but
Yeah.
that went nowhere.
Yeah, you spiced your rib up too.
Yep.
We need a student that has access to like medical grade drugs,
Oh yeah.
high level like HGH, federal government, whatever Joe Biden's taking. We need that. We need.
Ketamine. I mean,
He's on
Adrenochrome.
adrenochrome.
oh yeah, the good stuff.
That's what I'm trying to get. That's basically why you start a kids program, so you can get that
Just
adrenochrome.
I had not considered that.
Yay! No,
yeah, straight from the tap.
That's what I need.
Gosh.
I'm getting ready to go to Stockton.
Hey.
Hey,
Next week, right?
yeah, Blake and I are going.
Oh, that's right.
I'm taking Pretty Boy 10P, dude.
Pretty boy Blake.
Yeah, I don't know, man. One day this is how I kind of am. If I think about things too much, I'll talk myself out of doing them.
Yeah.
That's what I do, right? So I've realized that about myself. So if I have an idea and I want to do it, then I just fucking commit myself to doing it. Like I'll buy the plane ticket or I'll text the person and be like, "Yo, we're gonna do this," because then I'll see it through, right? I think I'm good. Yeah. Listen, buddy.
Well,
So anyway, I texted him. I'm like, yo, you want to go to Stockton with me? Because I know he wants to go to Stockton.
yeah.
I think he's going to love Stockton.
I think, yeah.
I think he's going to feel like he's meant to be in Stockton. He's going to be like, me and Peyton are moving, man.
I was just saying, I don't think he's coming back.
Him, Peyton, Jamarcus, they all move. That'd be great, dude. Fucking just like
Ridiculous.
start tearing it up on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think he's going to like it. I'm excited to take him around.
Sweet.
Show him some shit.
What are you gonna show him?
I don't know. I'm gonna like, okay, this is what I do when I go to Stockton. I do this. I fly in. One of the guys picks me up. It's usually Dennis from the Stockton school. Picks me up at the airport in Sac, drives me back to my aunt's house. I have an aunt that lives in Lodi, which is like 10 minutes from Stockton. So I crash there. They have this like yellow Mini Cooper that my aunt won like 20 years ago at some work conference.
Did you want it?
She won it. You know, like you put your name in a raffle and
Sure.
you're like, I'm never going to fucking win it.
You got a Cooper?
She won a Mini fucking Cooper.
Wow.
This like bright yellow Mini Cooper.
I've never had luck at
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
An Austin Powers car.
Yes, and they
That's sick.
still have it. And it's like their third car. So whenever I go, you know, they're empty nesters now. All their kids are out of the house. So when I go, I have a room and a car to drive.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Drive around in the yellow Mini Cooper.
Dude, yeah, my students just talk so much shit to me because, especially the ones that haven't met me yet, they're like, "Oh, coach is coming," and I cruise in a fucking Mini Cooper. I can't wait to cruise around Stockton in the hood with Blake in a Mini Cooper.
It's like the most dangerous Mini Cooper in Stockton.
I don't think Blake will get in.
Yeah, he's like, "I ain't riding in that, coach. You better take that Mustang." No, I'm looking forward to it, man. Somebody gave us a bad review. Can you believe that?
And it was someone on the inside.
That's I have suspicion of who this person might be. Might be a student.
Oh.
Yeah, in the academy here said this show has really run its course.
I would like to cite what Big MF said, and there's only been one difference.
What did Big MF say?
He very heavily implied that I am responsible for the downfall of the show.
Well, I mean,
And
naturally.
I tend to agree.
Yeah. He said, boy, that this comment he left was on an episode with Big MF.
Oh, I thought it was the last one where I was.
No.
Okay.
He said
so
it's
it wasn't
really
the
what it's
diversity.
No, that was the
fault.
text I sent to you.
Oh, I see.
That was a personal thing.
Yeah.
Like, you suck.
So I'm gonna root this dude out. I'm gonna find out exactly who
Sniff
it
him
is.
out.
And if you're listening, I'm talking to you.
Directly.
Oh man, wouldn't that scare you? You'd be like, "Fuck."
I take care of the community too, so
What if this guy quits?
I have his address.
I'm just fucking around. I have a strong idea. I know who it is. I think it was a gag. I think it was a goof. This guy's like a longtime listener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if he's a long-time listener, he has the authority to say, like, I'm out.
I'm out. Yeah. I mean, I do. There are some bad iTunes reviews. There's some that are like, this show used to be good, and now Tim whines all the time.
Well, dude, if I was listening to if I was a big fan of a podcast for a long time, and then doppelganger me got involved, I'd be like, I'm out.
I'm out.
I don't like me. I don't expect him
You're
to.
like when the Three Stooges got Curly Sue. It was like, it's not really curly, not kind of funny anymore. Yeah, sorry. And you're Shemp, Omar.
I'm not as cool as Noah,
Yeah.
and I'm not as funny as Dennis.
Dennis was never on the show, though.
That's right. Who am I thinking of?
I don't know. Oh, you're thinking of Ernest.
Ernest, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, no, Ernest was definitely... Ernest might be the funniest person that I know. Like, just some of the shit that he did was really fucking funny, dude.
I agree.
He would get on a roll and, like, really be funny, highly entertaining. Yeah, he was pretty funny. Him and Matt would get into almost competition with each other as to who could push the envelope the furthest. You know, and I would just sit back and watch these guys just get dumber and dumber. You know, it's like the second went by.
Gotcha.
Good times. What's going on with you guys? You're all sobered up. Andrew, did you go to a 12-step to like people victims of druggings?
Yeah.
12 steps for
I
druggings.
handled, yeah.
People who have been drugged. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Got through it.
We got through it.
Yeah.
Lots of sleep. And as you can see, because I trust you both, I'm on my fourth whiskey.
Jesus criminy.
We're good.
Yay.
Time to drug them up.
If you guys want to put some GHB in it,
we know how much you like it.
Yeah, it's odorless and colorless.
I hated it, but
I'm feeling euphoric.
That's what they all say the first time.
Give it the old college second try.
Yeah.
Omar, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you guys.
It's good to
too.
actually be able to see you. The last show he was on, the way we had it set up, his face was totally blocked from us.
I know. I had to look at you guys through the screen. It
was
kinda
odd, huh?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like because it was easier for you just to have the connection, you and I were looking at each other quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I would look over at Omar.
You were like the middleman.
Head of the table.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, Tim's looking over here right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You're basically like the point guard of the conversation. You have to like pass it back and
Is
forth.
that basketball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andrew doesn't know sports.
You ever see that episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where like they have a dinner party and somebody sat like in the point guard position like that, but they suck at conversation?
That's awful.
So they make them trade spots.
That's awful.
Yeah, it is awful.
How did you dust up your rib? Have you figured it out yet?
No, I don't remember. I just remembered that at one point I think somebody got into like judo side, and they just came down kind of hard.
Huh. Did that somebody's name have the word Drew in it?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Just checking.
Luckily, it was
When
not.
you said judo side, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, it wasn't Andrew. It was somebody else. And you know what? It was because I was tired that day, and I knew that I shouldn't come in and train. I didn't get a lot of sleep the night before, and
Yeah.
I just pushed it. I was feeling good that week, man. I was getting a bunch of training.
It's all right to push it.
Yeah.
You need to push it.
Yeah,
Because you got to kind of know like how much you can get away with.
yeah.
Part of the game.
Especially while you're hurt. Real world.
Yeah.
It's great. Also, I think there's got to be like a Murphy's Law of competitions because you've got a comp coming up.
Yeah.
That you were really hoping to make.
Yeah. I'm still hoping to make it.
Still hoping to make. I hope you do too. And like anytime you've got a comp a month out, I mean,
Yeah, well, I think competition dates magnify everything that happens leading up to that date.
Yeah.
If you get sick, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're fucking
I think
the girl argues with you, it's a big deal. If you get hurt, it's a big deal. Your coach yells at you, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's because there's this date on a calendar where you're like, I gotta be my best.
I think that's a good way to put it. Is everything's magnified.
Yeah.
I think the Murphy's Law of comps has got to be like, you're gonna get sick or hurt or struggle with weight or something.
Right. No, absolutely. I agree with that.
Speaking of comps, January 20th is huge.
Oh.
January 20th, we got the IBJJF Europe Open, or not the Open, but the Europe, January 20th, ADCC Long Beach Open, which is going to be sick. And then the Strickland and Duplessis fight is on the 20th as well. That's a stacked Saturday.
That is a stacked Saturday. Holy cow. Speaking of the IBJJF, real quick, did you see where they announced they're going to do a no-gi absolute Grand Prix event? So the IBJJF has like these Grand Prix style events where there's like a monetary reward for the winner. They haven't done one in 5 years for no-gi.
Has it been 5?
It's been 5 years since they've done it. And now they're like, we better get in on that no-gi money. We're leaving a lot of fucking money on the table.
Yeah.
No-gi's popular all of a
They're
sudden.
scrambling to come up with, if the IBJJF, they need their Gordon Ryan. You know what I mean? They need like a guy who could be like the Brazilian Gordon Ryan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So they got this no-gi Grand Prix, absolute grand prize. It's going to be $40,000.
That's not bad.
No, that's not bad
at all.
It's in February. 8 competitors entering the bracket.
Do you know if it's going to be streamed or televised?
It'll be on Flow.
Oh,
yeah.
sweet.
Got to be. Yeah, something like that's got to be on Flow.
It's on
they
February
tagged him in
29.
They tagged him in the account too, so it's definitely on Flow.
That's
you know, awesome.
It's going to be an absolute division. They said, although it's incredibly unlikely that Gordon Ryan ends up competing at the event. Yeah, Nicholas Maragali is going to probably go crush it. I wonder, 40 G's is a lot. That'll attract some people.
A lot, yeah. Especially if they make it a yearly thing. If they're able to sustain that. I hope they are. More stuff like that's better.
There's going to be things like that are even bigger. Mark my words. People are going to make a lot more money. It's going to happen. Gordon Ryan's already the first $1 million jiu-jitsu athlete.
Yeah.
And a lot of that's from the supplements that he sells too. Not only from winning like he does.
I thought you were going to say the supplements he takes. Sorry. Sorry. I got confused.
I'm pretty sure that's
crazy me.
I'm pretty sure a lot of that's eaten into that $1 million.
Yeah. No.
That dude's a Mexican pharmacy.
More power
no
to
offense,
him.
Omar.
Yeah. I want to get on the Gordon Ryan plan. That's for sure. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot more money. I think we're going to see a lot better shows. The jiu-jitsu's just growing with MMA.
Yeah.
And it is really, a lot of people still talk shit about it because there's like, wrestling's better than jiu-jitsu. And it's like, okay, yeah, as a grappling martial art or a control system, they're probably right. They probably are, to be honest with you. But jiu-jitsu has submissions, you know, and that's like this thing that you can do. Can fucking save your ass. You could submit from the bottom, from the top, from the side, from from standing. There's all these things about it that make it an essential part of being a mixed martial artist. Even if you just know the defense to it, you still have to train it. You still have to understand it. So it's a valuable relationship that a jiu-jitsu school has with the UFC. Even though it's not a direct relationship, you do benefit from it. Because it's in their best interest for people to train jiu-jitsu. The more people that train jiu-jitsu, the more people they have to pull into their funnel to potentially be real fighters someday. Because what do you need? If you're the UFC, what do you need? You need fighters.
Yeah.
Like they are
the best.
They are farming fighters. That's what they're doing, right? And the best way to do that is to have all these different fucking places you could pull them in from. Right? It's not like it used to be. Just like some tough guy had
Just
a full
off the street.
Yeah. You know, he's a mechanic during the day, or he fucking, mowed lawns during what the fuck ever. I don't know. And, and at night he trained and he's going to fight. And he was, 4-0 on some Indian casino, and some scout saw him. I mean, you can still get that, but they're looking to put big money into this.
Could you imagine if fighters were like, what if they had like the funding that and not even an NFL team, like a basketball, an NBA team has like the funding and resources? That would be crazy. Imagine you had like 32 fighters. And they each had like the funding and intensity of like an NBA team.
It's interesting,
you know?
yeah, because there are some professional fight teams that seem to have not New York Knicks money, but they seem to have like a lot more resources than other fight teams. Let's say, I could definitely see there being professional teams that develop individual fighters. It could go the way of boxing, where it's like one trainer, one fighter kind of thing, and it's a camp, and then the camp dissolves after the fight. But jiu-jitsu's not really learned that way.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu's learned like with a team that you train with, you compete under, it's a banner. It's like a little different than boxing, where you can just have a trainer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, boxing's more individualized.
This might sound stupid, but I feel like boxing has had to have.
Yeah, that does sound stupid. You were right.
I feel like boxing has had to have the history it has, and the corruption and the mob dealings and all the every 2 pounds there's a different weight class. You can have a dude with like 90 belts and all that kind of bullshit.
Right. There's like 16 titles.
Something like that across different commissions as well. I feel like jiu-jitsu just doesn't. It's not been around that as far as the competitive stuff hasn't been around that long. As far as like the magnum scale that boxing is, and it just doesn't have the same group of people with that kind of personality that are willing to engage in that kind of nonsense. I feel like if there are bigger places like the IBJJF is doing with that open, or with that absolute, with the $40,000 prize, more of those is better.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think guys being able to grapple for a living, doing comps where if they win, they'll get either a tiered reward system or they get something like the $40,000 pot.
Yeah.
To me, that's better than a belt, because you're actually being able to,
you could buy food with that money. You can pay your rent.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's like, bitch, I don't need another gi. I don't need another rash guard. I don't need a cool mouthpiece. I need fucking cash, man.
Yeah.
Like, I can't pay my rent with mouth guards.
Daddy needs a check.
Fucking sandals. You know what I mean? Like, I need to see real fucking money.
However, I think there's a lot of guys that'll get sponsored by Toehold for the amenities.
Yeah, they probably would. I
want some of those flip flops.
Yeah.
Speaking of things going on in the jiu-jitsu world, and then I'm going to share a Gordon Ryan rumor that I've heard. What? Yeah, I can't share sources. All I can say is this is just a rumor. It's just a rumor. Who knows? Rumors are rumors. You know what I mean? It's hard to say. But before I say that, have you guys seen? And I want to be careful because I don't want to upset anyone at me. I have a history of irritating people on this podcast.
I'm usually irritated with you.
Right. Apparently Mikey Musumeci is in a online beef with a internet dude, influencer guy named Sneeko.
Okay.
Now Sneeko looks to me like he is a kind of like wants to be like Andrew Tate, kind of sort of, but a younger version, does some things a little different, but kind of sort of in that vein.
Yeah.
If you had to like say, hey, put this guy in a bucket, what bucket does he go? You'd be, he's kind of like Andrew Tate.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Apparently he made a video where he's talking shit about Mikey Musumeci.
Okay.
And he's doing one of these things that we do on here where his face is in the corner and Musumeci's talking about, he just submitted Shinya Aoki.
Yeah.
And he's talking about like, this is an amazing moment. And he's like the master and I'm the student. And the Sneeko guy is just ripping him a new asshole, like making fun of him, using a funny voice. And to be fair, it was funny.
Yeah.
Like, look, listen, humor's humor.
Yeah.
Now, whether Sneeko is a jerk off or not, I don't really know. This is the first time I've ever heard about this guy in particular.
I've never heard of him.
Mikey Musumeci got mega pissed. Like you could feel his indignation through his Instagram post.
Is this so that Instagram post you're talking about
is about Sneeko.
Oh, so I've seen that. I never even saw the Sneeko video.
Yeah, it's about Sneeko.
Okay.
So
I've got the Sneeko video.
Yeah, I got a link in there. Yeah, pull that up.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this.
Maybe jump around a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna play an ad real quick.
Yeah.
I wonder if this Nico guy trains anything.
He fancies himself as like a stand-up guy.
Oh, I see.
You might have to. Oh Jesus, man! There's so many ads, dude. It's so lame.
Fuck.
I know. Anyway, while this dumb ads, skip that. Maybe you got to go keep going. Eventually, he pulls up Mike. Yeah, there. Slide it back a little. Keep going. Keep sliding it back the other way. Yeah. To the beginning. Yeah, right. Okay, keep going. Right there where that dual screen came up. Right after this. Basically, it's right after this.
That's already funny.
I was looking for what I wanted to see.
Okay, let's hear this. Oh, maybe we can't.
I don't think we can. I don't know why. Sound levels are up. I got the screenshot.
Let me see. Pause it real quick. I'll see if I can sort that thing out. Mute screen audio. Oh, probably got to share it from mine. That's probably why.
Okay, you want to do that?
But it should be playing on your computer. Can you turn your computer volume up or? No, never mind. Bad idea. Anyway, yeah, I guess
give us the gist.
I guess let me just pull it up on my side.
Right.
That's fine.
You want me to close my screen share?
Hold on. Let me get mine set up first, and then we'll do it. And then, yeah, I guess you could close your screen share. All right. And then what do I click?
That was
to do
too
that?
funny. But yeah.
I'm addicted to that button. There we go.
Okay.
Let's see.
I don't know if you're not going to be able to hear it off of my system either.
Well,
Welcome to the shit show.
This is so lame. Yeah.
Why would we not be able to hear it? Streamlabs?
It's not Streamlabs. It's everything's got to go into the soundboard. Yeah. It's so lame. Anyway, I'll just tell you what happened. So basically, this guy talks shit about Mikey. Mm-hmm. Mikey Musumeci flips the fuck out. And he's like, this guy's a bully. I want to fight him. Mm-hmm. I challenge him to an MMA match. And we're going to fucking see, like, he doesn't use the F word, but he's like,
yeah,
I'm going to eat an extra spicy pizza the night before. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to basically take the bully's lunch money. Mm-hmm. And so the guy comes back on and he basically goes like, yo, dude. Of course, you'd probably beat me in an MMA fight.
Yeah.
But, like, come on. You're kind of a dork, It's like, more or less, that's what he says. It's a tricky game. And some people are like, hey, that's not cool. You shouldn't make fun of him. Things are funny, man. If you put yourself out there, people are going to make fun of you.
First rule of the internet, don't feed the trolls.
They're going to make fun of you.
Yeah, you can't just be out there getting upset at things like that. Like, I don't know. Yeah, unless he's really going to fight you in real life.
Maybe it's a work.
It's a work?
Maybe it's a work. Maybe they're both in on it. Maybe it's fake.
Oh. I mean, I that's not impossible at all.
No, because that seems to be the thing now is like you pick a beef with somebody and then you have a pay-per-view fight with them.
Right.
What if we could take this business model to the consumer? We could take it to the public. We could go like, hey, here's what we're going to do. You don't like that fucking dude over there? We're going to set up a thing where you could do a pay-per-view and your family and friends can like basically watch you fight this guy.
There's a couple people in my life I'd like to do that with.
We could host them here in the gym on like Saturday nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what would you call it?
We'll call it like, I guess it's grudge matches or something.
Yeah.
There's already a celebrity death match.
Great show.
Yeah, that was the Clay animation one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one
really
was
great.
That was a good show.
You know what else was a good show? Nobody's going to fucking know it, but go look it up. It was called DC Follies. It was made with a bunch of puppets of these DC, like the guys that were politicians at the time. It was pretty fucking funny.
I'm already in.
I feel like I remember that.
Yeah, it was on a long time ago, but it was very funny.
1987.
Yeah, I go back to
2 seasons.
Yeah, it was fucking funny. Anyway.
Maybe I don't remember that.
Yeah. So Mikey Musumeci's pissed. Look, I would say this. Some guys are wound pretty fucking tight.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's obvious.
Yeah.
Mikey is the kind of guy, to me, I wouldn't make fun of Mikey. like I wouldn't try to yank his chain and fuck with him because he's just one of those dudes. You can't fuck with him that way.
He's got PTSD from getting bullied.
He might, man. He might. So he's just like, don't fuck with him.
And by the way, he can kill you with his hands.
Yeah, but the problem
so
is when you're a guy like Sneeko, he's exactly the kind of guy you want to fuck with.
Yeah,
because he's guaranteed response. Yeah, guaranteed. So,
and we're talking about him.
We're talking about
other people are talking about him.
Everyone's talking about him.
So maybe it was smart.
Maybe we're the idiots.
Yeah.
So the Gordon Ryan rumor.
Okay.
You guys want to hear this?
Oh, we're getting back to this.
Oh, can't play that too long. I don't have copyright to that. Just half a second.
Just a
fucking second.
Yeah, we got demonetized for our fucking
for our
MJ Prince discussion.
For our Michael Jackson versus Prince discussion. They demonetized us for playing the video.
I would say that was fucking fair use.
Yeah. What a bunch of assholes, man.
It's YouTube, whatever.
Fucking A. So, I've heard, I don't know if this is true, that Big Dog's about to retire.
No.
Yeah, this is what I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not.
He's like 19. Why would he retire?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of pressure being king, dude. My tummy hurts.
I think
I'm just kidding, Gordon. Don't
wow.
Kill me.
Did you just say that? That's why I love you so much, man.
Yeah, dude. Gordon, I'm kidding, bro.
I'm totally joking.
Don't come to Nashville.
There's going to be a fucking Instagram
No, come to
post.
Nashville. I want to see that bloodbath.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he could rip me to shreds.
We'll put it on Inside BJJ.
Yeah, live.
Yeah, man.
I love that dude.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard.
But he has been struggling with some gut.
He has.
Stuff, right?
Yeah. And what is there left for him to do? What's he going to do?
Currently, I mean, other than like we were talking about earlier, if other organizations start offering insane money or like weird rules or something, like as the sport progresses and more eyes get drawn to it, maybe he'll come back out. Because if you retire at, I think he's
28,
29,
something like that.
So I think if he retires for now, maybe gets his shit together, like you were saying with the stomach issues, because he has gastro stuff going on. He's talked ad nauseum about that. I think if he gets that in order and if he retires, if that is true, then he has a couple years he could take off. And you're not really even in your prime, regardless of the Mexican pharmacy you got going on. You're not in your prime as a male until, 32 to 36?
Well,
something like that. So he could always come back up off the bench, get his shit together, get himself figured out, and then come back and do crazy shit in the next couple of years as the sport evolves.
Yeah, I mean, it would make it interesting from a fan standpoint, because then we would get to see a new crop of guys develop.
Like Musumeci and Sneeko.
Yeah, right. Musumeci will fight him and win. And then we could go like, hey, Gordon hasn't beat these guys yet. Like, let's have him fight him. Like maybe that's it. Maybe if another organization offers him a lot of money, they could convince him to fight for them, possibly. Which
doesn't he already have a contract with PFL as far as like fighting goes? I
think for jiu-jitsu it's with Flow currently.
Jiu-jitsu, I believe, is with Flow, but I thought he had an exclusive contract for MMA with.
I thought it was
PFL.
one championship, but I think he broke that. I think he got out of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, gotcha. I think he got out of that.
Great to see him on one.
Yeah.
That would have been sweet.
That would have been really cool.
I think Gordon. I don't know if Gordon's going to fight because he has a lot to lose.
He does.
Because if he goes and he starts fighting and he's not very good at fighting, nobody's going to take him seriously anymore. Yeah. It's going to be like, oh, you're the best jiu-jitsu guy. Okay, cool. It's better if he just... But then again, it's like, man, the big bucks are in fighting.
And I mean, if you say that I've conquered all these things, where do I go from here?
You'd probably be a good fighter.
I want to think that if I was a millionaire by the time I was 26, when he was 27, maybe, I would still train jiu-jitsu for fun.
You probably will.
I would hope so. And then just do other things that I wanted to do without the pressure. If I say, I'm going to retire, I'm done for now. I don't know about forever, but right now I'm done. I'm going to go do the things I want to do. Because, like everyone has talked about it all kinds of ways. He trains every single day, every day of the year.
Right.
So Take some time off, travel the world, do something. You're a millionaire. You ain't got any problems.
I'll tell you who's happy. The B team's happy.
Yeah.
Craig Jones would be like,
They're having a
okay,
party.
mate.
They're like, yeah, we gonna get some.
It's going to be the era of Nicky Rod now.
Finally, like Tom Brady's gone.
Yeah.
We finally have a chance. Dude, you know who's fighting tomorrow night? The greatest heavyweight of all time.
My favorite fighter,
Andre Arlovsky.
Arlovsky.
I fucking love watching Andre Arlovsky.
He has been my favorite. So when I was first getting into UFC, I would see the Chuck Liddell fights and that kind of stuff. I've been off of it for a long time. I love getting together and seeing the fights with friends, but I don't keep up with it too much. Arlovsky is somebody that when I heard he was coming back to it, I was so excited. All of my favorite fights were the Arlovsky fights.
Dude, he's awesome.
He's so good.
He's great.
Yeah, I love
I can't wait to watch him. I can't wait. He's still tough. He's still got hands. He always gets rocked now. Like he always eats a few punches.
Yeah.
You know what
so
I mean?
tough,
It's like
though,
if
yeah.
he can weather the storm, he can win. But it's just like, can he weather the storm?
He's tough as nails, man.
He is.
So good.
Dude, UFC 300, they've announced some fights. There's some big fights on that card.
Oh, yeah?
But there's a lot of rumors. The ones that were floating around this week was like Nate Diaz was saying, well, I was supposed to be on UFC 200, but I wasn't, so they should let me headline 300. And I think there was some speculation that maybe he would fight Jorge Masvidal, right? And then that didn't I don't know. It didn't, obviously, then Mike Perry jumped into the mix, and he called out Nate Diaz, and I'm like, that's a fight I'd like to see.
Mike Perry did?
I would like to see Mike Perry and Nate Diaz.
That'd be a good fight.
I'd like to see him fight MMA, and I'd like to see him fight bare knuckle, and I'd like to see him fight with boxing gloves on too. To be honest with you,
I watched those dudes fight at a bar.
and jiu-jitsu. That's what they should do. They should have to do all four.
All four.
Yeah, man.
Like a round robin type of thing.
4 rounds.
Four rounds of different shit.
Maybe just 4 different fights over the course of a year. That'd be so fucking.
That'd be sick.
Wouldn't that be awesome to watch guys
Yeah.
really mix it up like that? I
Quarterly.
would really like to see Mike Perry. Have you watched him bare knuckle?
I've seen his
Have you
highlights.
watched his fights? He's so fucking good.
Fuck that.
And he fights so weird. It's like he
does.
sticks you with his punches.
Whoa.
He's not throwing punches. He's like he's fencing.
Yeah.
Like he's like sticking you with his knuckles,
weird.
man.
Huh.
It's weird. He fucks dudes up, man.
I heard Rogan sort of recently say like, yeah, Mike Perry was built for doing bare knuckle. There's just something about him that he's able to. He like, excels in that.
yeah.
He's really fun to watch.
The other dude, fresh off of a DUI no contest plea, he's on the John Jones program.
John Jones.
That's how you get your mojo back. John Jones
think
figured
so,
it out.
Yeah.
You don't
That
get your
and Coke.
you don't get your mojo back by eating clean and training hard. You get your mojo back by fucking up.
Yeah.
You gotta like take some blow. You gotta run into somebody's car. You gotta get like photographed outside of your marriage. You know, you gotta make some real major fuck ups.
Do a deal at a crossroads.
Yeah, and then they come back, like they get their mojo somehow.
Yeah.
Like it's cooking again.
Toughens him up, I think.
Yeah.
It's the adversity.
Nothing like the prospect of going to jail to like really get your test up. You know
That's
what I mean?
motivating.
Yeah,
I gotta get stronger than all these guys before I get butt fucked.
You start, yeah, your HGH kicks in. What if that was like a new workout thing? You get threatened with jail.
Yeah, you just call it like the illegal Mexican workout. Just get thrown back. That's what you live like. That's what you live with for years.
It's the warden warm up.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about UFC 300. So I came up with a few suggestions. These are fights I'd like to see.
Let's hear him.
So let's hear these. Okay, you guys ready? I need some. I thought I had some music, but I don't. I was gonna get some, but that's okay. Not the right fucking music, Andrew. Okay.
No, that was your fuck up for not having music.
Okay. Fantasy matchups, UFC 300. Matchup number 1, Hunter Biden versus Charlie Sheen. Hear me out.
I like this.
Special guest referee John Jones. Loser has to quit cocaine for real this time. Like whoever loses, he has to actually stop the blow. He has to get off of it. He has to get cleaned up, take mandatory drug tests. The winner gets to take his ankle monitor off. You know what I mean?
This is a W to me.
That's a W, right?
By the way, I don't know if I don't want to derail this, but did you see recently? I saw it in
Yes.
an Instagram video. of Hunter Biden after he stormed out of that congressional meeting, and then the journalist was like, "Are you on crack right now?
Right now.
What's your favorite type of crack?"
He said, "What's your favorite type of crack?"
I don't know if he was fucking.
Like it's wine.
I've never done drugs other than HGH against my will, but I wasn't aware there was different kinds of crack.
He said that. Yeah, Hunter Biden is going to be cornered by the QAnon shaman. Corey Feldman's going to sing the national anthem.
QAnon shaman, I also recently found out, is running for Congress.
Oh, of course he is.
I hope he wins.
He's going to actually get to go back into the building legally this time. What a fucking world.
That's a good matchup, though.
Yeah.
Like Charlie Sheen, he's been toughened up by the streets.
Oh, man.
You know, Hunter Biden, he's got big money behind him. Like, you know, it's like David and Goliath kind of story.
It is, man. It's going to be a big deal.
I think that's a good one.
It's a good one. Second one is going to be Ronda Rousey versus Chelsea Clinton. Hear me out. This one is going to be held on Epstein Island.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, Bill Clinton is going to walk Chelsea down to the ring. He's going to be like the lead guy.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey is going to be accompanied by Henner Gracie.
Okay.
Like, he's got hoodies to sell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's got to make
Just
quick flip.
Yeah. Just kidding around, Henner. It's a joke. These are all jokes. They're not meant to be real. But yeah, Ronda Rousey, Chelsea Honda Housey. I think it'll be a good fight. One is because I think a lot of people like to see Chelsea Clinton get her ass kicked.
So what? She's just going to go out there and be like a sandbag and just get pummeled?
Yeah. I mean, she thinks.
I mean, I don't mind.
She thinks she can win.
I hope Honda Housey
Destroys
Uchimata's Chelsea Clinton back to lizard hell where she came from. Her and her adrenochrome drinking mother need to go back to hell.
They're going to put a bubble on Epstein Island. It'll be like Fight Island, but it's Epstein Island. Can't get off.
Dana White seems to be the type of dude to me that would absolutely have a fight or a card on Epstein Island.
If the money's good enough.
UFC 400, Epstein Island.
Live from Epstein Island.
Yeah. Okay.
The tagline's going to be like, these kids want to fight.
Yeah. Let the kids fight. All right. Last one. O.J. Simpson.
Okay. Now? Okay.
Versus Phil Baroni. It's a killer matchup.
Yo.
Oh, inside BJJ inside joke there.
Listen, it's going to be sponsored by LegalZoom.
Is Big MF reffing?
No.
He's going to be biased.
Well, OJ's pissed. He said he doesn't like guys that kill girls.
He said, if I would have won that fight, this is how I would have done it.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah. Baroni.
Man, that's just the main card. I wonder what the prelims would be.
That'd be the main event.
Yeah.
Phil Baroni versus O.J. Simpson.
Versus the Juice.
That'd be a good fight.
Winner gets a Bronco.
Winner gets out of... I guess Baroni's in jail, Mexican jail.
Yeah.
O.J.'s still looking for the killer.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Gets a little closer every time he looks in the mirror.
Winner,
what if he got into the ring and his gloves didn't fit?
That would actually be very, very funny.
We call that a callback, Twitterland.
Twitterland? Yeah.
Dude, the amount of people that when he's talking live on Twitter that just post knives and blood.
Dude.
Gosh.
There was a time, and I don't even know now if this was an OJ parody account, but I thought his account got hacked. His Twitter account got hacked.
Yeah,
and somebody posted knives and like, I'm going to cut you and a bunch of wild shit, dude.
Like, I hate waiters.
It was so funny. I don't know what it is about emojis that when people like communicate harsh things, but they use emojis, that it makes me laugh.
It takes the edge off. It makes it ridiculous.
This dude that played for the Stockton Kings, which is like a developmental NBA team, like a minor league basketball team. There was just recently, like within the last month, he was arrested for murder. Like him and his girl like set up this other girl and they killed her, right? And they found the text messages of these two discussing what they were going to do.
gosh.
And they're sending each other emojis.
We talked about this, right?
Yeah, they're like, "What are you gonna do?" And it's like coffin emoji, angel wings.
Oh man.
Yes, dude. And then like a knife with blood.
Knife. Yeah.
Yes.
Blood drop.
Dude.
No one will be able to decode these pictograms.
Yeah. Nobody's ever
a
gonna
tombstone. It's like Jesus Christ! Like this is the world we live in.
You know, the first thing they take after an investigation is your phone, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
No, we're going backwards. We're devolving now. We're going back to like hieroglyphs.
Definitely going backwards. Yeah, man, those are my suggestions for my top 3.
People
what do you
are
think?
worshiping rocks.
Yeah, they are.
I think that was funny enough that we should do something like have a what are our dream fights?
Oh yeah, have a dream fight.
What's our dream card? What's our dream fight main card?
Yeah, dream fight main card. We should do that next time.
I'll make
Like
a note.
we'll come back to that. Yeah, that sounds like a good one. Dream cards. Anybody too. These are fantasy fights.
Yeah, fantasy fights.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, speaking of fantasies,
Just thought of one.
Oh, did you? Yeah, we'll hold it, man.
Yeah.
You gotta keep it. Don't let it go. I'll steal it if
Yeah,
you
I'm
get
gonna
it
put
out
it right
there.
in there.
Text me so I can steal it.
I want to remind you guys that I'm going to be out in California January 20th at 10th Planet Sacramento doing a seminar for Guardian Gym. Guardian is a 501c3 nonprofit that raises money for kids to train jiu-jitsu for free, pretty much, provides free jiu-jitsu training for kids and teens. And we started a program for Guardian out here in Nashville. We're raising money to fund that program. And we're getting in contact with kids or teens right now that would be good candidates for the program. So I'm going to be out in Sacramento teaching a seminar there, 10th Planet Sacramento. It's like a $40 donation. 100% of the proceeds go to Guardian. You can get registered for it if you go to insidebjj.com/register. And you can also just donate at the door. Like, it's not that big of a deal. You don't have to like do it ahead of time. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to show some of that San Quentin escape stuff.
I love it.
This will be like the 3rd time that I've shown it at a seminar. So I'm feeling pretty good about it.
I was with you the second time. People really seem to enjoy it.
Kind of jelly that it's all the way in Stockton.
Yeah.
That'd be going.
Yeah, it's working pretty well.
Dude, bottom side control when you're starting out, and if you don't focus on trying to get out, sucks. San Quentin can be a release from that suck.
Yeah.
You could get really confident in bottom side very quickly.
Yeah, you
with San
do.
Quentin.
You start playing these weird game there that...
Dude, I use it every day.
Yeah. I try to use it. Some people... It pisses me off when people use it on me.
Dude, I love exploring
on.
it. There's so much cool shit from there.
So, you'll get to learn all the cool moves like shoe program, the hole, the shackle,
the chaos loop,
the casserole.
Casseroles.
Nice.
Casseroles.
Daddy likes.
So anyway, come see me January 20th, Sacramento, California. Looking forward to getting out there and seeing the crew.
Fuck yeah.
Seeing the Stockton gang.
Sister Gym.
Hell yeah. I mean, that's the OG gym.
OG Gym.
I know I'm here.
Original 6 a.m.
I love
Assassins.
Nashville, but Stockton was the OG gym. Like that was the one, man. It's a small gym. It's a little postage stamp. Like it's not super big, but people that train there are really fucking rad.
Elon needs to get on the bullet trains because I would love to train with them.
I know. God damn, it takes so long to get out to California.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a communist dictatorship up there. So I really don't have fun going. Everybody, Stockton boys and girls, if you're listening, come out to Nashville. Don't be in California anymore.
Yeah. I think Jessica's going to come out.
I missed her the last 2 times.
Yeah.
Jess, can't wait to meet you.
Yeah, I think she's going to
You're doing great.
So that should be cool. Okay. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about my favorite martial arts movies of all time. And
Sweet.
I thought, man, I wonder what you guys think the best martial arts movies are, like your 5 favorite. And I'm just going to throw this out there. I don't want to color the waters. I don't want to taint your mind with my dumb ideas. But I am going to say,
What would be different than usual?
look, man,
This guy
you're really
loves
getting
that button.
out of control with that, aren't you?
You reprogram the board, and I'm trying to learn it.
I was thinking, like, there's the main ones that we can all think of real quick. Rattle them off.
Sure.
So And with all due respect, those are the main ones. Just like if we go, what's the top 5 fast foods of all time? Well, probably McDonald's is going to be in there just because they're fucking McDonald's, man.
Yeah.
Get out of here, man. Billions of burgers sold. Anyway.
I'm not saying they're not successful. I just don't like them.
Okay.
But I understand your
I
point.
get you.
I get
you. So what I did is I said, like, I'm not going to pick the McDonald's choices.
Okay.
I'm going to pick the 5 that I really fucking like on a personal level. That's what I did.
If I'm tracking what you're saying, essentially that means like exclude the Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan movies.
I don't know if those are your favorite. You should pick those.
Well, okay, that's a different conversation then, because I very clearly I thought Bruce Lee movies would be like 4 of the top 5.
You would think so.
You would think so,
Right. Okay. Who wants to start? Let's do this. We'll just start at number 5, and we'll just go around, and then we'll do number 4, and then we'll do number 3.
5th most favorite.
Yeah, 5th most favorite. You want me to start? I'll kick it off,
Please.
While you guys think, because I had a little time to think about it.
Please.
5th most favorite for my money is a movie that was made in 1989.
Okay.
It features one of the great action stars, leading men of that era. It's an iconic movie. It's a movie that most dudes know about. To be honest, I really learned how to be a man watching this movie. And I learned a lot of fighting techniques watching this movie.
Damn.
Starring the late, great Patrick Swayze. Roadhouse.
Yes.
Roadhouse.
What a
Roadhouse.
great movie.
What a great movie.
Well, what a great, terrible movie.
I have no contention to that.
It's like a teenage boy's idea of what it would be like to be Patrick Swayze.
We're doing Karate by the River?
Yeah.
Montage format?
When I grow up, I'm gonna be like this.
Yeah.
It's
In the
a
words of
great
Shane
movie.
Gillis, you trying to make me come?
One of my absolute favorite movies. So number 5 on my list,
Roadhouse.
I got Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. Yeah, that's a good one.
Not bad. No contention. 5 for me. Probably Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Strong one. Okay, Crouching Tiger.
Because of the cinematography and the way that they did, like the fantasy element of the martial arts. Totally unrealistic, but beautiful story. Really great cinematography. Really great stuff.
Starring Chow Yun-Fat.
I love Chow Yun-Fat. I forget her name all the time, but the main woman.
Michelle Yeoh.
Michelle Yeoh. Yeah,
Yep.
she's amazing. The younger woman, too, is great. as well.
Zhang Ziyi.
Zhang Ji, yeah.
Zhang Ji. Yeah, it was a great, dude. Crouching, when they were running in the trees,
It's like Kung Fu
I
Matrix.
was like, what
Yeah,
the
that blew people away.
so
I remember
great.
when that movie
Dude,
came
Crouching
out.
Tiger and Hero.
Oh,
blew
Hero
shit out of
was
the water.
amazing.
One of Jet Li's last movies.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I haven't seen Hero.
Oh no!
Oh,
You
it's
gotta watch it.
it's worth your fucking time. It's
Oh,
a
most
great one.
definitely.
It's probably Jet Li's last epic besides Fearless. Both great movies and probably would be on my list, but I got a couple others. But those are all great movies. So I'd say 5 for me is Crouching. Or Crouching Tiger.
Yeah, that's a great one. Number 5 for me is Big Trouble in Little China.
Nah,
Oh,
that's a classic, dude.
Dang, you know what?
Not
bad.
1986, starring
Yeah.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, 86.
What a great fucking movie. I totally forgot about that
Yeah.
movie.
A couple years before my time, kids.
I just remember watching. It used to. Growing up, we had only the antennas. We didn't have cable, and it'd come on TV, and it was just like, it was mystical. It was weird. It was something like out of a fever dream. But,
Yeah.
but it was phenomenal. You know, like watching it as a kid,
That's
it
a
was
good
something
movie.
else. You know?
Especially as a kid. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a great movie.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 4, and I'm going back. Like, so you guys, you might remember this, you might not remember this. This is the risk that I take with this pick. It's a potentially
deep cut.
controversial pick, but you know, this dude was rocking it in the San Fernando Valley, driving a truck, kicking ass. Starring Clint Eastwood is Philo Beto, Every Which Way But Loose.
Oh, man.
Starring his orangutan Clyde, who could literally knock a motherfucker out. The orangutan was also fighting in the movie.
Yeah, they're lucky he didn't rip their
fucking
dicks
great.
off.
And this is before you had to treat animals with respect on the movie set.
fuck
You could
no.
have this animal punching and fighting
Yeah.
and doing all kinds of
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Great, great movie. He's a turn prize fighter with his pet orangutan Clyde.
That's a great movie.
was a good one.
Dude, anything Clint Eastwood, I'm in.
And then they spun off. They had Every Which Way But Loose. They had what were the other ones? Every Which Way But... damn it, I can't even remember, motherfucker. They had like 3 spinoffs of the same movie, basically.
That's the good one, though, is the first one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The other ones, it was like Every Which Way But Left and some other, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Every Which Way But Dicks.
Yeah. Right. Number 4, Andrew.
4 for me, probably. I was exposed to this really young.
Oh, you don't have to bring that up.
Okay, so my 4th favorite movie.
We don't need to hear.
You don't need to talk about that.
Before I saw it,
Still mad about that? Sorry.
This is the movie that got me into the old school, almost what Kurosawa drew from, as far as like old samurai movies.
Yeah.
But semi-modern. My 4th favorite martial arts movie. I'm really drawn to old school. Like I love samurai. I love Japan. That kind of stuff. Zatoichi, the Blind Samurai.
I don't even.
It is so good.
So good.
It's so good.
2003. The Blind Swordsman. Oh, no, that's the Blind Swordsman.
Swordsman, excuse me.
Swordsman.
Yeah. No, that's right. Blind
That's right.
Swordsman.
Interesting.
I saw that movie when I was probably 7 or 8. No. I must have been 10.
English subtitles.
Yes. That was also one of my first big subtitle movies.
Are these movies Japanese?
I believe Zatoichi was, yeah.
Interesting.
But he was a blind man. He had a cane, or what seemed to be a cane. He had a fucking samurai sword hidden in there.
Oh, shit.
And it was like if I remember correctly, it's been so long since I've seen it, but so that had the, like, a new version of the storytelling, like new age storytelling with the old school, like, blood bursts
nice.
that Quentin Tarantino uses.
yeah,
and that all the old school samurai movies use. Was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
So great.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
I was like, a blind swordsman. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
is
4
cool.
for me, Zatoichi.
Nice.
That's a strong one. That's a new one. I got to write that one down.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's a great watch.
Omar, number 4.
Number 4 for me is going to be Drunken Master,
Easy.
Drunken Master.
Easy.
Starring
starring
Jackie Chan.
yeah, Jackie Chan. That's right.
1978.
78.
That's going back, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. I'm a sucker for those old kung fu martial arts movies. I love them.
Jackie Chan's a fucking weapon, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, and in that movie, like, he was so talented. The fact that he did all his own stunts and everything, it's really amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I think as far as I could tell, because I was born in 78,
Yeah.
and the Bruce Lee craze was already going hardcore in 78.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think that's when Enter the Dragon came out, 77 or 78.
Yeah,
Somewhere
like
in that time period.
Wow.
And Bruce Lee was, in the early 80s, when I was a kid, he was wildly famous still.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that guy was king shit of fuck
Huge
mountain for a
ordeal.
while.
Like, my world was filled with, like, Hulk Hogan, Michael Jackson, Bruce Lee, Rocky, that kind of, like, those kinds of heroes, you know?
That was like that was my dad's, like, that was like what he considered to be like one of the best action stars when he came to this country.
Right.
Yeah, dude, what
was
you just
Bruce
listed-
Lee.
Yes.
What you just listed is like every dad's Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah.
Throw Arnold Schwarzenegger
Arnold,
in there.
yeah.
Yeah. And you're
Arnie.
like, you're fucking killing it, you know? For whatever reason, I didn't come across Jackie Chan or any of that other shit till later.
Really?
Like, I don't remember seeing it or hearing about it.
So I'm younger enough than you that, like, Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee were as popular to me when I
That's
found
right.
out about both.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
feel the same?
Yes.
But not for us.
Not
Bruce
for
Lee
you.
was, I didn't know the fuck Jackie
Bruce
Chan
Lee
was.
was top dog.
Top
Yeah,
dog.
so like Jackie Chan is the new dude in town for you when you came across him, but like for our generation, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan
were at
they
the
were
top.
like
I'm going to tell you.
And I'm
Go ahead.
so I think the younger generation's probably like Jet Li,
Yeah.
Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee.
yeah. So
You know.
actually, it's funny you say that because like Jet Li is like more coming up with us.
Yeah.
We got to see that dude grow, whereas
Right.
like, Jackie Chan had done his biggest movie.
There's
by
a
the time
guy.
we were done.
Right.
You guys didn't even mention who was the contemporary of Bruce Lee, and that was America's own Chuck Norris.
Chuck fucking
Norris was the
Norris.
other guy.
Yeah.
He was the Burger King to Bruce Lee's McDonald's. That's who he was. He was like Chuck fucking Norris. Like,
Yeah.
we got him.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Well, he was the Burger King to PF Chang.
You know,
All right.
I was actually pretty good. I can do racism. Okay, but basically,
But I mean, and then Chuck Norris was trained by Bruce Lee, or he learned some stuff from him or something. That's what somebody mentioned to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
They cross-train together. Chuck Norris has like 4 or 5
He's a
different black
legitimate
belts.
badass.
Oh my God. I've always wanted, I wear black period dot, but I've always wanted a pair of action jeans in blue denim from Chuck Norris.
Heck
Because you
yeah.
could roundhouse on those bad
Texas
boys.
Ranger.
You know it.
Oh my God. Texas, I watched that when I was a kid.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, number
3.
3. This is a movie that was made in 1997, changing it up just a little bit. This is a comedy starring maybe one of the most unlikely people to ever be a high-level ninja.
Okay.
The late Chris Farley
Oh,
in
yes.
Beverly Hills
It's an amazing
Ninja.
movie.
Wow, what a great movie.
Fantastic, right? The bit where he's like pulling the scroll off the wall and then he sets it on fire.
Dude. Anytime
that was-
if I watch that dude for more than 10 seconds, I'm dying laughing. I love that guy.
He's the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
R.I.P.
3 for me would be around the time of Crouching Tiger and around the time of Hero. I think in between those two, there was a movie that was made that I feel should have been as big as those two, but it whiffed off the American radar anyway. It was huge in China and Japan. It's House of Flying Daggers.
House of
Oh, I heard of it. Yeah, I haven't seen it, though.
Not only one of my favorite martial arts movies, one of my favorite movies of all time.
2004.
That's one of my movies that, like, if I got it's very rare that I have this anymore with 3 jobs, but if I have a couple hours where I'm not doing anything,
You'll put it on.
I'll throw that. It's like Lord of the Rings for me. I'll just throw it on. It's such a good movie, dude.
It's got that Zhang Zi.
Shang-Chi, yeah.
Yeah.
I found so I went to when I was much younger. I was a mid teenager. What's the year on that one?
2004.
2004. I probably saw it when I was 13 or 14, so I'd have been way after that. But I think I probably hit when IMDb became a thing. I looked at Zhang Ji, looked at her IMDb, and I think I found that movie through that. And then
You fell in love. You're like, oh,
well, I thought Zhang Ji was awesome, but I was like, I want to watch more movies that look like this, like almost Matrix fantasy-esque sort of
with Zhang Ji in it.
wild. With Shang-Chi. She's
Everything was Shang-Chi.
She's pretty cute. Way less tattoos than I normally like. But anyway, that House of Flying Daggers is an amazing movie.
Yeah. Number 3 for me is a movie that I hold very near and dear to my heart. It's just, again, like I was saying, my dad would talk about Bruce Lee. And so, like, this was before the internet. And so obviously he only saw Bruce Lee movies back in the theaters in the 70s. And then when they would rarely come on TV, you know? And so one day he goes to a swap meet and he picks up, like, imagine it's basically like a burnt CD, but on a VHS, right?
yeah,
And so there's like 3 or 4 different Bruce Lee movies. He's like, I found it. Like
The
this
Holy
is the
Grail.
Holy Grail, dude. It has like all of Bruce Lee's movies in it, you know?
Basically a black belt now.
Right. And so he brings it home and like he watched them, and I just remember I like fell in love with these movies as a kid. And especially my favorite Bruce Lee movie is The Chinese Connection.
So great.
Chinese Connection.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
I believe that's the name of it. I always
I think it's called Fist of Fury.
Fist of Fury.
Yeah.
Chinese Connection was the original name of it.
Yeah,
and
it's
Fist
the
of
one
Fury
where
is what
he's
it turned into for the American audience.
they're in Hong
if I
Kong, and
remember
it's
correctly.
like the
Yeah.
Japanese school versus the Chinese school.
Yeah.
because
That was a good one.
recreated almost in sense with Ip Man, by the way.
yeah.
They almost did
Yeah.
the same exact deal.
Yeah, and I just remember it was so great. Like, just the Japanese guys look so Japanese, and
Yeah.
like the Chinese guy, and it was just an amazing. I don't know. I really like that movie.
Those movies were really neat too because they didn't look like American movies.
No,
they
not at all.
had the same music.
Yeah,
That kind of like disco-y New York, like cop kind of thing going on, you know? Yeah, but it was like this fucking dude's like beating people up, and he's not beating one dude up; he's beating like 39 dudes up
and
in
he's
a row.
killing dudes and then
Right.
displaying them out in public
Right,
for the
right.
other school to see.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
like it's pretty wild.
Great movie.
We should do that here.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, we just shouldn't have any more training partners.
Oh, man.
2.
That's a strong pick. Oh, number 2.
Ooh, top 2.
Number 2 for me is going to be a movie that was filmed in, man, I got to find the date, 1974.
Oh.
Yeah. Starring a dude who, for his time, when you see pictures of him, this guy was fucking ripped. And he was actually kind of like an older classic Hollywood star who ended up being a movie star in the 70s. And he plays, and we might come back to this idea later, but he plays a vigilante, the late Charles Bronson Death Wish.
Yeah,
Death
Death Wish. I was
Wish.
just thinking,
It's a great one.
What a great one.
what
so
a great
good.
one.
I haven't probably seen that for 10 years.
That movie literally scared me as a kid when I watched it. Like, I got...
Thought Charles Bronson was going to come after you.
No,
Charlie Bronson.
he was a good guy. He was a vigilante, but it was like the bad guys were always fucking people up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what movie really fucked with me, not to change the movies, was Clockwork Orange. Trying to watch that movie was like, what the fuck? I tried to watch it 3 times when I was like 13, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck
I think
I'm
the first time I
watching.
saw it, I was like 12.
Yeah. It was
Nah,
a weird
I was much older. I was like 19. I was like smoking pot by then, so it was
Yeah.
really cool.
You're like,
when I watched it,
I was like, yeah, I get it.
it's way better as an adult. But
Yeah,
back
much
then-
better.
Yeah. But yeah, man, Death Wish. And to
Death
be real,
Wish.
like Death Wish 2's strong, Death Wish 3, they're all fucking good. He's basically killing a bunch of dudes that nobody likes. It's like, fuck yeah, I can get with that.
Fuck them.
Let's
He had
go.
that old like 1970s tough dude look with the
yeah.
mustache and like the grizzled face. Like you don't see actors like that anymore with the lines on them. Like,
if you see him with his shirt off, Charles Bronson is shredded.
is he really?
Fuck, dude.
Nobody's
I can't
fucking
remember
with
that
Charlie
movie.
Bronson.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, man.
Nobody's fucking with Charlie
Got to
Bronson.
rewatch that one.
Fuck. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Number 2 for me is a tie. If
There's
that's
no
allowed.
ties.
You gotta
I'm going to make
tie.
an executive decision and say it's allowed.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to say Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
What a great one.
A dub of a dub
Yeah.
with
Right.
added material.
Doesn't get
Yeah.
better than that.
Dude, that movie is so fucking funny. That is the martial arts Monty Python the Holy Grail for me.
yeah, that one's great.
I love that. I know, like, I can quote almost every line from that movie just like I can with Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Or Life of Brian or something like that. It's so funny.
Oh, you're that guy? Go ahead.
Oh,
sir.
for sure. I am.
That's a modern day guy that quotes Shakespeare.
Yeah.
It's cool, though. Go ahead.
For 3 years in a row when I was a child, I dressed as different characters from Monty Python
I
for
bet you
Halloween.
did.
I fucking love that movie. Dude. The other of the tie would be a movie called The Man from Nowhere.
Oh, what a great movie.
seen
Korean
it?
film. Yeah.
No one I talked to
Yeah.
has seen it.
Yeah. The Man from
that
Nowhere
actor is
phenomenal.
amazing. It's a vigilante film. Like
Have you
were just
seen it,
talking about,
Coach?
Tim.
No.
Oh, you gotta
Dude,
watch
Man
it,
from
dude.
Nowhere is worth your fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody out there that hasn't seen it, worth your time. I believe it's
worth
still on
your time.
Netflix. It has a lot to do with child trafficking and the organ trade in Korea and China.
Yeah.
And the main character is a fucking badass. It's so good. A little bit of a
I
slow
saw that
burn.
movie,
at the beginning.
2010.
Yeah. I saw that movie like 10 years ago.
The missus and I were addicted to that movie. We'd watch. That's another time burner movie.
I'm
It's like,
definitely
hey,
going to watch that one.
it's so fucking good.
Yeah, that's such
Especially
a
on
great
the
Korean
snow
flick.
day coming up.
The Koreans are knocking shit out, dude.
Oh, yeah.
The
Train to
Train
Busan.
Busan is
Yeah,
amazing.
that's a great
Fucking
one.
All their horror is amazing. All their action films are awesome. I've even watched some of their like rom-com dramas they have, and I'm like, this is better than anything I've ever seen as far as the American shit goes.
What, have you seen that
idiot.
that remake that they made of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
No,
Yeah, they have a remake. It's like The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and something else.
in the Korean
The fugly.
yeah, they,
thuggery.
The good, the bad, and the fuck.
Sorry, YouTube. Anyway, number 2, Omar.
my number 2 is we're also going to go international with this one, and it's Ong Bak.
Oh my
Have you
dude,
seen
I
Ong
have
Bak? Thailand
No.
with Johnny
Tony Jaa.
Tony Jaa. That's what it is.
On Bach.
Oh, bro,
Ongbak.
it's
Ongbak.
yeah.
Tony Jaa is the fucking man.
Oh, dude, knees and bows everywhere in that movie.
That would have been in my
He-
list if I remembered.
I think there's a part where he like jumps up and knees a dude.
Muay Thai warrior.
Yeah. Yeah. He like knees he knees a car door shut, and that slams like into the dude and like knocks him out.
That's how I always
good.
close the car door.
Yeah.
That's the preferable way to close the door.
And then another one, he like knees a dude on a motorcycle just like right through the helmet. Like
He gives one dude in the first movie, I believe it is.
the first one's the best one.
I think so too.
Yeah.
The second one's great, but the first one's super good. There's a point where he does a flying knee elbow combo where he gets the dude's chin with his knee and then he cracks his skull with the elbow.
Dude, it's choreographed amazing.
Very well.
Yeah, you
Daddy
gotta
has
check
both
it
of those on DVD.
out. Yeah, there you go.
DVD. V with a V-E-E.
Yeah.
Dang.
Fucking love those movies. The
Yeah.
Protector is really great too. Tony Jaa's a beast. I don't know what he's been doing lately.
Shout out to Tony Jaa.
Shout out to Tony Jaa if you're listening. I don't think he speaks English, but if you do, shout out.
I think he speaks English.
All right, number one.
Ooh.
Mine is so
We
obvious.
should have a drum roll.
Oh, yeah, okay, we got it.
No, he's got the audio.
Oh, I play drums.
Number one movie
Tim?
featuring Tommy Little Jr.,
Okay.
1989,
89.
featuring the illustrious Hulk Hogan.
Oh.
The original MMA movie, No Holds Barred. Don't remember that one, do you?
I have seen
going
that
way back.
once, and I do not remember it.
I don't know that one.
You've never seen No Holds Barred?
No.
They worked. That's how I knew Tom Little Jr., I think that's his name, or Tom something like that. He was in No Holds Barred. He did a whole bit in the WWE. It's Tommy Lister Jr. He was in Friday. He was
You in Friday?
he's the big dude in Friday.
Oh,
the fucking
Devo?
Devo, yeah. Yes. He was in No Holds Barred. He was the foe to Hulk Hogan. He had this big whole setup, and they fought each other. He did a whole line in the WWF. He was like wrestled in matches, and they made a whole thing about it and cross promoted it. It's probably the best martial arts movie of all time for me. No Holds Barred. That's what I'm going with.
No Holds Barred.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to
No Holds
watch that
Barred.
one this week. That
HB.
one's gonna get watched this weekend on the snow day, the Nashville snow day.
You'll like it.
Dude, if me and John end up coming over, let's just have a fucking kung fu day.
Oh yeah.
should.
Oh yeah.
It's been
And
a while since I've been inside with nothing to do
I'll say this:
except kung fu.
they play up the stray eye thing real hardcore in No Holds Barred. Like they must have told him, like, hey, like really cross your eye, like go ham on it.
Because it's like worse than
It's
usual.
way worse than I've ever seen it. It's like off the hook worse, dude. It's like
I'm more
bad.
cocked than a pistol.
Yeah. It's pretty hard. Okay, Andrew, let's go.
I feel like mine is fairly obvious to anybody who knows me. Fucking every single John Wick, bruss.
Every single John Wick.
It's all one movie.
Is that considered a martial arts movie?
To me, it is.
I think so.
Fair enough.
He's using judo,
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu, boxing, gun fu, which is questionable.
Gung
But
Fu.
dude, John Wick is so good. The first time I saw him, when all the dudes come into his house, the first movie, and it's like this amazing setup of like he's not done shit.
Yeah.
As far as writing, they knocked it out of the park with that character. He doesn't do anything physical except attend his wife's funeral
Yeah.
and sledgehammer his basement floor to go get his guns and shit.
Right.
And then when all those dudes enter his house, you're thinking, oh, this guy's just going to shoot him. It's like, oh, no, he's snapping their necks, too, and using judo and jiu-jitsu and Krav
Yeah.
Maga to
Yeah.
fuck
That was a
their
great
day
scene.
up.
That was a
Oh,
great
so
scene.
good. And it's a documentary to me. And parts of the documentary 1 through 4 are amazing.
Yeah.
They're my favorite
I
fucking
get it.
movies.
I get
dude.
it. I think
I
that's
would
a
say
solid
that there's
choice.
an honorable mention of Bloodsport for me.
Well, that's the original Kumite.
Yeah.
That is the Kumite. That's a
fuck yeah.
documentary
That's right.
as well.
Jean-Claude Van Damme's a beast. I think the Expendables are probably an honorable mention, at least the first two. But Bloodsport, I think, honorable mention for me. But yeah, definitely number one is John Wick out of the park. Yeah, favorite movie of all time. It's a documentary.
Omar.
My number one, again, going international for this one, and this one's gonna have to be the Raid Redemption from
Raid Redemption.
Indonesia.
2011.
Have you not seen that movie?
I have not.
Oh,
Not seen that.
you guys are missing out on an ass whooping. It's ass whooping on ass whooping.
This is like
on
a-
Netflix.
No, I don't think it is. But basically, what the premise is that there's this massive like projects, like building, and these cops are told to go in there, and this whole projects is like owned and controlled by these drug lords, and the whole like the people that live there are all criminals.
Oh,
So
shit.
like if like the cops go in, they have like a whole system, and they
Right.
like let people know, and so they have to ass whoop their way to the top.
Nice.
It's like Stockton in real life.
Yeah. Wow.
Amazing. It's
Yeah.
a documentary too.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like 2 hours of just straight ass whoopings. Like amazing choreograph. Really good.
I gotta watch this. I've learned a bunch of movies.
Yeah.
Outside of the mainstream normal ones that
The Raid Redemption.
Yeah, I gotta check
You
that
will
out.
not be disappointed.
I think honorable mention wise, another one that I like a lot is the Fist Foot Way with Danny McBride.
Oh, what a good one.
That's a great one.
That's a good one.
It's also a good one. I also fucking love. I love it in a way that I can't quite describe it. It tickles me on the inside so much. Is the Kentucky Fried movie that has like a 22-minute bit in there, which is a spoof of Enter the Dragon, and it's so fucking good. If you haven't seen it, you have to
seen
watch
Kentucky Fried Movie.
It's so great.
It's
I
like
haven't
movie
seen
43. It's required viewing.
It's like basically it's a whole spoof of like a Saturday afternoon television channel. And they show some commercials and they go to the matinee movie of the day, and it's this like fake Bruce Lee movie. I can't remember what it was called.
I don't either.
It was like so fucking good. Dude. It's a parody of Enter the Dragon. It's
that's
so
sweet.
good.
Kentucky Fried Movie. I think there's only two types of people, and it's people that enjoy that movie and people who think that was they'll never get their life back after watching that movie.
I haven't laughed so hard.
I love that movie.
I laughed my ass off when I watched Kentucky
It's
Fried
so
Movie.
funny. Dude.
Another honorable mention is Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
I've
dude.
seen that.
That's a good one.
Chow Yun Fat is one of my favorite martial. We're all reminding each other. You just reminded me of not only Tony Jaa's stuff, but Chow Yun Fat's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Hustle is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it's funny.
Fucking
It's,
Shaolin Soccer. That's a great
yeah,
one.
yeah. I haven't seen that one.
It's a really good one.
Where does the Karate Kid stack up?
I hate that movie.
It's too commercial. It's like at the tail end of the karate.
I think
movies.
it's too mainstream. You know, I don't know. It's like that song on the radio that's really good, but
Yeah.
you heard it like 150,000 times.
But I mean, it's gotta be in there somewhere, just because it's seeped its way into the American consciousness so strong.
No.
I mean, it didn't
Not for me.
It didn't for me. It didn't for me.
Dude, I'm
Cobra
going to be
Kai
honest
Never
with you.
Die?
Be honest with you
Sweep
right
the
now.
leg, Johnny.
It's
iconic.
2024, and I hate honkies doing karate. Okay.
You don't
My
like
dad started me off on Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I feel you.
you know, so Karate Kid.
I
was-
get it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was throwing kicks and doing the
No, I
fucking
get it.
crane kick
Yeah.
and all that shit. Like, you
That's
know,
fine.
it's a great ending. They should have left it at Karate Kid.
Oh no, two.
2 is too much.
Unnecessary.
3 was unnecessary.
I think
The fucking
you know what? I think
travesty with Will Smith's kid was
Oh,
like,
my God,
oh
dude.
god, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Well,
I
mean,
almost
didn't
hate.
think-
I almost hate the originals more because they did that.
Yeah.
With
That's annoying.
Homeboy.
Yeah,
What about the show? Did you watch the show?
No,
I can't.
not for me.
It's not
I don't
my
have
thing.
time.
Too many people are into it.
Yeah.
If a bunch of people are into
No,
it,
you know what? I agree with you.
and I'm like, oh, this is for the plebes.
I'm like that too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not getting into it.
That's the main reason why I've never watched Dexter.
If the mob likes it, it's bread and circuses.
Mostly.
Yeah.
There's some people where if they tell me about a show, I'll watch it. And there's other people, if they tell me about a show, I for sure will not watch it.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of sucks when you have a friend
Yeah.
that you like and they're like, let me tell you about this. And they tell you a show that you think is like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I really like your personality, but you have shit interest.
You have terrible taste.
I mean, that's how I feel when most chicks recommend me shows.
Okay, Patrice O'Neill.
It's
You gotta
just-
watch it.
Have you ever seen Gilmore Girls?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, yes.
Negative.
Like every fucking episode. Man, my wife watched that show when she was pregnant all the time. And Felicity.
I think if the missus is pregnant, don't say anything.
Yeah, she kind of gets.
Just let her watch it.
Yeah.
Although she watches that yacht show, which is pretty interesting.
Dude, I like yachting down under. That's like I fall asleep to that show.
Have you seen that?
No, I actually am addicted to watching. This is weird that this comes up. I'm addicted to watching yachts on YouTube. Like there's a dude called Aquaholic.
It's such a white man thing to say.
Oh my God.
Yachts are cool. Boats are cool in general.
We were so slow at the bar last weekend that all I was doing was looking at yachts, thinking that I could.
One day.
You know,
Not even one day. It's like, well, this is, this is.
I wouldn't buy this one.
Big
This
enough.
one's ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
think
1.2. That's nothing.
I have a fascination with fucking piece of shit. Like how everything in a yacht is just big enough for its function. There's nothing extra. It's really nice, but like boats are built that way. When people have like these RVs, they're built really clever with like really cool designs. I find that stuff really fascinating.
It is really cool, especially nowadays when people have the money to just be like, you take those YouTube tours of them on when you go on there and you see everything that they've got nowadays. You're like, I wouldn't even thought of that. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, some of them have like jet skis or like a whole nother little boat on them.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
It's like Russian
It's
nesting
referred
dolls.
to as a tender.
A tender.
it?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it's
tender.
a tender.
Yeah, a chickie tender.
You guys
pay
tell me
attention?
that like I'm supposed to know that.
Yeah, man. Dude,
Yeah,
don't you know
duh.
anything about nautical life?
Yeah.
When you
yachts.
have our complexion, you know
Dude,
some words.
I learned all this from watching SpongeBob with my kids. Okay, sorry. My dad wasn't a fucking admiral in the Navy. You know what I'm saying?
Those are both incorrect. Incorrect rank, incorrect service.
Hey, man. Andrew had queued up a game of Stockton versus Nashville.
I've got
Looking forward to playing it.
Oh man.
So, in Stockton versus Nashville, what I'm going to do for you boys is I'm going to read you just the headline of news articles that have come out for either Stockton or Nashville, and your job is to guess.
Oof.
All right?
Okay.
All right.
Let me get to these cues.
How hard
gonna
could
be
this
good.
be? Stockton's crazy, man. I don't imagine.
Stockton's wild. Nashville can get pretty litty titties too, though.
615. This is 209 versus
You
615.
Stockton boys, I don't know. You guys be acting like y'all don't have anything to do out there.
They don't.
Well, here's the fun thing. Most of Stockton, from what I can tell, and most of what Nashville's known for, which is the lower broad sort of honky-tonk area and that kind of shit, the shit that makes the news, both are filled equally with murderers, rapists, and degenerates.
Jeez.
So
On a certain level, I
sometimes
would
it's
agree.
hard to. It's hard to figure out sometimes. I think you and Matt both went the first time we played this game. You were both like 50-50
Yeah.
on the answers. So first up, a woman was held at gunpoint by a man posing as her Uber driver.
It's like my instinct is to say Nashville because there's so many damn Uber drivers.
Because of the
out
Uber
here.
driver. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But then I'm like, that certainly could have happened in Stockton. Like,
Sounds so strange.
that's what I'm
sure.
I'm going to put my money on Stockton.
I'm going to go with Nashville.
Oh, okay.
Just because Omar went Stockton and I'm kind of 50-50, I'm going to go Nashville.
It's Nashville.
Oh, shit.
You're right.
It happened last
That
week.
was right.
On Broad.
Fake Uber driver.
He even had the Uber driver like
The little
lit
thing?
up, the light up
I mean-
on the window.
I guess you have to check their license plate because your
The
app
fucking
tells
thing
you.
tells you.
Yeah, you would have to check it.
Whatever.
That's crazy. That fucking sucks to get robbed by your Uber
At
driver.
gunpoint, you said?
Well, not your Uber driver.
Yeah.
I mean, posing to be your
Yeah.
Uber driver.
You said at gunpoint?
At gunpoint, as soon as she got in the Uber, he was like, "What's up?
Give me your money.
What's
I
up?
got some bad news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
This is Hoopty Ride, not Uber driver.
Did you know you can get an Uber sign on Amazon?
Yeah.
And I got guns. Okay. All right. Okay. One for me.
Well,
Yay. Hold on. Wait. Let me play my.
there you
Okay.
go.
Good job. Next.
A man faces 20 felonies
Oh, Jesus.
A $500,000 bail for cutting a hole in a bathroom trash can and recording people using the facilities. No one knows how long this has been going on.
Oh, that's Nashville. California doesn't punish you for things like that.
Oh, fuck. You're right. God damn it, Omar.
No, that's freedom of expression out there in the People's Republic of Cali.
You were right. It's your right to record people using the toilet
be
in
a First
California.
Amendment violation.
Yeah. I'm going Nash.
Going Nash? Stockton.
Oh, fucking Stockton. The perverts. The perverts are representing. Holy shit.
Stockton.
Did they say the business name?
They did not.
Damn.
Probably for discretion, I would assume.
It's probably like fucking Carter's kids store or something.
Dude,
Hey, did you hear it's wicked easy to cut holes in trash cans over there?
They put a hole in a trash can and then put a camera in it?
Yeah. And recorded it for like a lot. So I get the 20 felonies from what I was reading of the
one per
write-up.
year?
No, it was one per like at least per person that they had actually had video of because the police confiscated the phone as evidence. So they had at least 20 different people that were recorded out of privacy.
What a fucking idiot.
God damn.
Ridiculous. And like, what angle are you getting out of a trash can?
So we both lost that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are 1 for 2.
What if he just had a garbage fetish? He's like, I just like garbage.
I don't think you're copping 20 felonies on garbage fetish.
No, I think
You
you're
know what
right.
I mean?
You're right.
1 injured in 3rd daylight shooting this week. This is current.
That's gotta be Stockton. Stockton is well known for daytime shootings. It's like one of those towns. It's not safe at
No, you're not
day
wrong.
at all. It's like a lot of daytime shootings happen in
I
Stockton.
know I'm from Southern California, but we would hear these things down there. Rumors make it to us about Stockton. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go with Nashville.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stockton, Nashville.
It's gotta be Stockton.
It's fucking Stockton.
I knew it was Stockton. When you said you said
for 3.
daytime
God,
shooting, I was like, oh
Yeah, I figured daytime would be the giveaway because like shit like that happens in like Antioch and that kind of shit around here. But like, 3rd in a week daytime shooting.
And Stockton also has like a lot of cluster shootings like that, where it'll be like 3 or 5 in a week, and you're like, fuck, and then it'll chill for a little bit.
That's crazy because California has done so much for guns.
Oh yeah, right.
They've done so much to eliminate that violence by not letting people buy
I'm
it.
so shocked that the criminals don't follow the gun laws.
It's like the criminals don't care about the law.
I know, like the criminals that are killing people, they don't care about the gun laws.
Don't they know they're not supposed to have those guns?
Right.
It's illegal.
Jesus.
I don't want to go on a tangent. But
Use
did you
a
guys,
knife.
Did you guys hear that so many people are stealing enough that police actually have to respond to that they've now in California in certain areas upped the amount you can steal from what it was before, which is like 900 for grand larceny.
They pushed it up.
They pushed it up because police actually had to respond to a couple of them.
They're like, we gotta make it more than a basket full.
We got to make it 1,500, 1,500 so they
You know
can
what I'm
keep
going to do?
going.
I'm going to do a smash and grab, but on like the whole state of California. Like I'm going to go to California with empty suitcases, you know, and like just start stealing
Pillage
stuff.
everything.
Yeah, and then like have the same flight the next day. You know, you get out there, hit up a Nordstrom,
Just
fill
take
up your
off.
bags, you take off, you fly back.
Dude,
Russ, I'm thinking California, SoCal specifically, is going to be, my understanding, is going to be like Venezuela circa 2009.
Yeah.
After the huge collapse.
Yeah.
what you do is you go in,
Next year.
you go
Next
into
year.
Nordstrom's.
Yeah.
And you get luggage from Nordstrom's.
Right.
And then you just fill it up
Yeah,
with a
walk
bunch
out.
of shit and you just walk out with the
Yeah.
luggage.
That's there you go.
Why not?
And if a guard just goes,
gonna
what?
stop you?
Fuck you, what? Just flex on them hard and they're like, yeah, don't say anything.
Do you want to be the 4th daylight
Yeah.
shooting this week?
Yeah.
Maybe have an office pop
Yeah, right.
just to get them in line.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Okay.
All right, last one.
Uh-oh.
Man,
I got to get one on the board.
You need to. Just to have some
yo, dude, you're
respect.
1 for 3.
0-3. Yeah.
You're 1 for 3.
No, I don't have any.
He's got
No, you both guessed. No, you're fine.
I didn't.
Yeah, you're fucking tits up right now,
yeah,
dude.
he's tits up.
Man arrested after drunkenly swinging his colostomy bag at patrons and police officers.
Okay, that's Nashville.
Yeah.
You're pretty quick.
That sounds like a tourist thing.
Yeah.
That sounds like a drunk tourist.
Yeah. That sounds like
You know
something
what I
that would
mean?
happen in Broadway.
Swung his colostomy bag.
Fuck yeah, dude. First thing.
I'm fucking killing somebody for that shit. That colostomy bag hits
I would
me
like to.
and
I would like to
opens.
also add that as soon as he did that, he got feces on 2 of the officers. You okay?
Come on, Andrew. Look what you did.
You want some whiskey? Don't think about feces. Think about the way that they
Stop saying
listen.
it.
The way that they spelled it was FAECEC.
Faces?
Yes.
Oh my
Faces.
God. I'm just colostomy's bag feces has got to be very runny and liquidy.
It's got to be not great. So, Stockton or Nashville?
God, that's the worst of all time. Oh my God.
Stockton or Nashville?
I'm saying Nashville.
I'm
Okay.
saying Nashville.
Correct.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
just.
I
this-
get one on the board.
By the way, this is where your boy Blake works at Kid Rocks.
Oh, no.
Also, I would like to add this dude had a Confederate flag tattooed on the back of his head and a
did.
1488 tattooed on his forehead.
Jesus. The
1488?
1488 neo-Nazi.
Oh, my
like a
God.
motherfucker.
Jesus.
Oh, I didn't know 1488.
Rocking the
was a
colossus.
neo-Nazi thing.
I guess
Oh yeah.
you've basically, if you have the tattoo on the face and you're swinging the colostomy bag, there's like not much that you won't do at that point.
You've made some wrong choices.
pretty much, to say the least.
Correct. Actually, you know what? Just for our viewing pleasure, I'm gonna go ahead and
bring up the video
show
of
you
it?
this. No, not the video.
For Coach.
Oh, by the way, the cops, as soon as he started swinging that motherfucker, fucked him up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
Oh, you get colostomy juice on me and
Dude,
I'm a cop?
if I was a cop,
You're getting tased.
dude. I'm shitting on you. I'm getting it back. I'm gonna shit on. If you shit on me, for
gonna
sure I'm gonna
fuck
shit on
Yeah.
you.
you.
I'm gonna shit on you.
Even if you don't have to shit, you're going to just
I'm gonna
force
shit.
one out.
Yeah, I'm gonna force
I'm
one
gonna
out.
fuck your
I'm going to
dick up.
pop a
I'm gonna
vein, a
fucking-
blood vessel.
Yeah,
just
it might
to
be a
shit on you.
bloody shit too.
Here's homie right here. If it'll load.
I want
For
to
everyone's
see
viewing
a
pleasure, it should be
picture of this
right here as soon
absolute
as this
unit
fucking-
here.
Nashville.
He's gonna look
police.
exactly like you think he is.
I can't wait. It's a
Yeah.
slow load.
A drunk Tennessee man has been arrested on multiple charges after he took off his full colostomy bag and
I hope we
swung
don't
it at
become-
police officer.
I hope Tennessee doesn't
Here we go.
like breed the next version of, instead of Florida man, just Tennessee man.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. There
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
Just like I thought.
Big time.
Fucking goals, dude.
Wow.
I need to see him smile. He's got to be missing a tooth or two.
A tooth.
He's got the worst Yosemite Sam mustache I've ever seen.
Yeah,
It's
unkept.
terrible. He's got receding hair, and he had a tattoo.
You know what
Right
I've
in the
noticed?
middle.
You know what I've noticed
Just to
about
draw
guys?
attention to it.
The thing that I've noticed about dudes that get
We got to
Nazi-
take this guy off the thing. I don't wanna
Nazi-related
look at this guy.
tattoos is that they don't look like Hitler's dream. You know what I mean?
No blonde hair, blue eyes.
No. Good-looking people don't get tattoos on their face, and generally, like.
I think some females can get away with it, but dudes specifically, yeah, don't get
I
your
am of
face
the
tattooed.
opinion that nobody can get away
You
with it.
better be really, really, really hot to have tattoos on your face. Just for me. It's a distraction for me.
Yeah, well,
even-
I've, not to go on a side, but I've actually looked at a.
You're going to get a tattoo on your face, a little
No,
dildo?
that is the only thing that I will not. I'll get a dildo on my back, but I'm not going to get my tattoo. I'm not going to get my face tattooed. Apparently, I've read I don't remember if it was just an article in a psychology magazine or if it was an actual study. People actually view you differently. Like we're now so progressed in society that you can have from your neckline down tattooed.
Yeah.
But as soon as you tattoo your face, you register to someone as like uncanny valley. So you're not even a human at that point for
I think
their
you-
subconscious.
Is that the last taboo
Yeah.
in the tattoo world? Possibly.
I don't have enough to speak on that, but I know
No, but I mean-
psychologically,
I think
Yeah.
the butthole tattoo is the last taboo.
I've
What, the
seen
tentacles?
someone on one of the internet movies with like a spider web around one, and I was like, I'm out.
Why would you get a butthole tattoo?
I don't know.
Like,
I've
what?
seen it. I've seen it where it's like an octopus.
You're going
I
to
have
be.
seen her as well.
Look,
There's one, and I've seen her as well.
you're going to be 79 years old, dead in the morgue, and the coroner's going to be looking at your asshole tattoo.
Yeah.
Do you know most people who get buried with their body, not cremated, but actually buried, have plugs in?
In their butts.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not like a cute diamond one, but like one that just keeps all your shit in.
I don't want it.
Oh my God.
That's
I did
wild.
not know that. This is bumming me out.
Either that.
God damn it.
Do we have a? It's bumming you out.
It's bumming me out.
Just don't get buried.
You like that? Don't
did.
get buried?
Yeah.
I don't want to be burned either. I don't want to be put in an oven. Fuck.
Why don't
always-
you
Maybe I
do
can
like a
get-
natural thing?
Get embalmed.
No, like it's like a new thing nowadays where they'll like cover you in like linen and then they just kind of leave you like in a forest somewhere.
I don't know if I want to be eaten by wild animals either.
I want the Sky Funeral.
You want the sky funeral?
Fuck yeah.
That's metal.
That is on
That's
brand.
so metal.
That's when the birds eat you.
Oh
Yeah, when the vultures
and
come
your
and
whole
eat you.
village watches.
Yeah.
What if they drop you into a volcano? Would you do that one?
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, volcano all the way.
Fuck yeah. My original idea was that I wanted to be cremated and then put into shotgun shells and have everybody have a range day.
Oh my God.
That'd be fun.
What about this one get launched at the sun?
Okay.
Like in a
You
capsule?
won't get there for like a million years.
No,
Not a
it
million.
wouldn't take a million years.
You'd probably burn up before you got to the sun.
Yeah, who cares?
I want to get my upper cut off and I want to be taxidermied and put up on a wall, like flexing a little bit, like kind of like this.
Not a lot. A little
Like
bit.
doing my hands, like jiu-jitsu hands.
Like
You know what I
grip
mean? Yeah, like grip fights.
He's gonna grab
About
it.
like
Slip
that.
the underhook.
Yeah. Take me to a really
One
real
of-
tasteful
Holy crap,
taxidermy.
One of my favorite memes, or one of my favorite whatever it is, captions on Twitter that I've ever read is, I want my remains. I I want my remains to be scattered at Disneyland, but I don't want to be cremated.
Oh, that's bad.
I wish I would have thought of that because that's on brand as well.
Yeah, that is actually on brand.
Yeah.
Speaking of on brand, I want to remind our listeners to check out Cultist Apparel.
Thank you, sir.
What's the Instagram for that, Andrew?
At cultist.apparel.com. Oh, not .com. At cultist.apparel on Instagram.
Check it out.
Please.
Got a lot of cool shit.
A lot of cool shit.
I'm
Thank
about
you
to
for
pick up
saying.
some mugs. We can have coffee in our Cultist cups.
I appreciate it.
My
Thank you
Cultist
very much.
sweatshirt is my favorite sweatshirt. It's intimidating.
I need to buy one.
Thank you very much.
People get intimidated. They're like, ooh, little Satan worship mixed in there, huh? And I'm like, yes.
Maybe.
Which is funny because I'm
Praise
Orthodox.
Lucifer. I tell people, like, blessed be Lucifer.
I have an apron on there that you can use while you're cooking that says the average human is around 130,000 calories.
Oh, that's real nice. Albert Pike. Thank you very much.
Hashtag goals. I'm a big fan of Hannibal Lecter. So here's the thing. We're trying to get all the funding we can to get kids in here to train for free for Guardian. If you want to get something for your money, I am matching the profit that I get from any sale. I am personally matching that to donate to Guardian through Cultist.
Hey.
As of right now, we've got around 200.
Oh, nice.
And I am so thankful for everybody that
That's dope.
has been buying shit from me.
Yeah.
I do a print on demand type of service, so it's not like I have the stock. I don't have the capability to do that right now. But as far as I love the feedback on the designs. I love that I've seen people wearing my shit, and just know that if you buy something from Cultist, by the way, the link is in the bio on the Instagram. All of it goes towards kids being able to train for through the Guardian program, combat sports for free. They get a place to train. They don't have to worry about the cost of entry, anything like that. And that's super meaningful to me. You get a cool product out of it, and it all goes to a great place. So
Yeah.
I appreciate it. That's cultist.apparel on Instagram.
Sweet.
Check that out.
Please.
Make sure you do. If you're looking for jiu-jitsu stuff, although Cultist does have some jiu-jitsu sliders that are pretty dope and some shorts.
I do have some shorts.
Yeah.
I'm in the process of talks with rash guards right now. They'll be pretty basic going forward, but I do have some shorts. I have Cultist BJJ logoed stuff. The shirts that I select are usually okay to roll in,
Yeah.
but they're not rash guards yet. I am looking to expand soon.
That's dope. Make sure you check them out. Make sure you check out bjjeveryday.com. I think that's the URL now.
BJJeveryday.com.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's for everyday jiu-jitsu gear, hoodies, sweatshirts, t-shirts, stuff like that. Ex-producer Noah, he no longer works here. We fired him. Fired. You're fired.
Fired, Noah.
You're fired. No, he started that line, so he's been pumping that stuff out. So if you get a chance, check that out. Check us out on Instagram, on Facebook. Make sure you come to the seminar out in Sacramento.
Fuck yeah.
I want to see you guys. I think that's good tonight, guys.
Yeah. I got
show.
one little bonus for you.
What's that?
This was on another page, so we've got one bonus. So, Omar, you might be able to get on the board.
Oh, shit. Okay, we'll close it out with this. I like it. Okay, let's go.
2 7-Eleven employees beat the shit out of a would-be robber with a stick until he cried.
That one's Cali.
Stockton or Nashville?
That one's got to be Stockton.
It has to be Stockton. I think I've seen this one.
It is Stockton.
All right.
And the quote that I pulled from the story was, this is a quote from the article, in the middle of a very tense walk of shame out of the store after they'd kicked him out.
Right.
And beat the shit out of him. The suspect asked if he could at least leave with a soda.
For that ass woman that he got.
The man who was not involved in the fight, the man taking the video, immediately rejected the suspect's request, saying, "You're out of your fucking mind, man."
Fucking mind.
No authorities were called. It was street justice.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I probably would have given him a soda, but, whatever.
Would you?
Whatever.
Probably.
Yeah.
Fuck that dude.
All right.
After you beat his ass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Go
get
ahead,
out of here,
grab.
guys.
Alrighty.
All right.
You want to cue that music up? Come on now.
Which one? You reprogrammed the board, Bruss.
Hey, you got it.
See y'all. Thank you.